Okay, folks, just let me. Okay, folks, just let me. All right. Welcome to ExiArts Studio with a live session on crafting some handmade journals and sketchbooks. Let's see now if I set up properly. All right, I'm gonna make like this a little bit and like this a little bit to be more in the middle, something like that, but probably I think a little bit more like that to be myself, to be in the middle. Hello, welcome everybody. Somebody is here already. Freelance64, thank you for joining my live session. Hello, this is Slava 87. I'm 87 Nabor also. So welcome, this is Slava. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you in advance for supporting me in my live sessions on TikTok and for supporting me in my videos and on my account and everywhere on social media, those of you who follow me on a lot of spots. So now today I'm gonna show you crafting these spine journals. Yesterday I was showing you how I craft these lavender. This is gonna be a thick lavender journal. You can check it like that. It's a very good lavender fabric. So this is gonna be a long stitch A4 journal. I'm gonna be putting inside the inside covers. Let's see where's the center of the camera, more towards here. So you can see like here. This is gonna be the inside cover. This is watercolor. That is a watercolor colored cardstock. It's great for crafting. It's also watercolored cardstock. You can use it for painting. This is gonna be the inside lining for this one, green for. It's good to be like for the pink, for the purple. This green suits well with the purple. Alright, also yesterday I showed you this one. This is gonna be a sketchbook. This is a plant leaves sketchbook. I still didn't check what was this plant. You can see it's a little bit different on the other side. It either can this be the front cover, this one, or either can be this one with the bigger and more leaves, or with the smaller leaves and so not so much. Welcome everyone. Lachazar, Milchev, Teddy. Alright, Emil777, thank you for joining, guys. Bobby Kerstev. A lot of people joining and leaving the live session, but 3 of you are watching me. Thank you for your support. And now, today, I continue. I promised yesterday I'm gonna be sticking these covers to this journal. This is also curved spine journal with these details here that I put. You can see them, yep, you can see them well. Second, I'm gonna be showing you how I fold. This is this side of the curved spine journal. You need to know. So some of you who are new to crafting journals and sketchbook, I'm gonna show you and gonna tell you some tips while you do this part. Is a little bit tricky, so you gotta be wary when you do this thing. This task, gluing the covers for this next one, is gonna be easier task. Also, I'm gonna give advice about this one, and let's see if I did it correctly. I have oh my god. Alright folks, so I got a problem. It seems the problem is that when I pre-cut this piece of fabric and I measure very well the size of the covers, you know, and I leave like 3 centimeters from both sides. But now I know already after a couple of journals that when I do gluing the fabric for the spine, it seems, and most probably I'm sure already actually, that the fabrics while drying, this whole fabric in this area shrinks. And every time I measure 3 centimeters from each side, and as you can see, I don't have even 2 centimeters here, see? Anyway, I'm gonna do it somehow. No, what I do in such case, actually, ladies and gentlemen, is the other option is perfect. Just cut a little bit from your covers that they become a little bit not so wide. So I'm gonna cut a little bit from the covers before I glue them. But I'm sure that when you glue your fabric for the spine, the fabric shrinks a little bit from both sides. So when you measure your fabric and your covers before gluing the spine, make sure that you leave at least like 5 centimeters fabric from both sides for you to be easier to later on fold this, and to have what you need to have some fabric that you're gonna fold, because when it shrinks with such fabric I cannot make the fold properly. So thank you guys, thank you folks for staying in my live session. Oh, a little bit sunshine is coming here. Now let's see now what else. Now I'm gonna cut these covers a little bit, and I use a metal ruler. Okay, metal ruler, and I'm gonna cut like 1 centimeter or something like that. And I use a maquette knife. This maquette knife, when you cut, you gotta be your hand need to be straight like the line that you're gonna make. You don't have to be like that or to be like that when you cut. You need to be, your arm need to be straight on the ruler you use, so it's easier for you. I can even show you when I'm up. Your hand should be straight, but I'm cutting both of them together. No, please stay with me. So let me cut this thing. Welcome everybody, welcome to the new coming people to the live session. Thank you for joining with me, guys, thank you. And welcome with the sunshine coming in ExiArts studio. I can take the light off for a little bit. Now these are ready, I cut them already. And now when you see this knife is dangerous, beware with maquette knives. You can see now I need a little space here between the spine and between the cover, like 6 millimeters, 7 millimeters. Now I have a little bit more fabric that I can fold with the glue a little bit later. So after that I can close this inside cover with a inside lining, like some colorful cardstock. I'm gonna pick the color later on when I make the folding of the entire journal. Here we also have enough fabric now, like I measure about 7-8 millimeters, and you see I have also enough to fold. Now, enough explaining for this one. I'm gonna do this a little bit later, actually. Now I need you need one clean fabric from old t-shirt, and also I have this one is for more dirty glue, because now I'm gonna get messy. You can either use your this is a horse hair brush. I use this brush since 2013, and I have repaired it a lot of times with hot glue. So soon I need to repair this one. I remove the hot glue with my maquette knife. Then I take this out, I put new hot glue inside, and I put the handle in. I wait to dry, to cool, and then for maybe 1 year this is very straight brush again. And this used to be longer, but the hairs wear off with time. So as you see, I use this from 2013, and I don't want to spend resources like using every year to buy a new brush. No, we have to be savvy. Also, you can use brush for the gluing. Now for this specific thing, it's gonna be better to use the brush because it's more delicate. This one I'm gonna show you later where you can use it. And now you're gonna need also your bone folder. And this is for now. So now I'm gonna open my glue. Thank you for watching, guys. I opened the glue, and it is going to be a little bit tricky. Okay, so as you see, first you need to take a little bit of glue, and you need to see about where the fabric is gonna reach. And I start applying my glue. You try to make a straight line, like something like here. Because I use an old piece of I use thick cardstocks for my covers, as I showed you. This is very thick cardstock. We call this mukava in Bulgaria. 5 people, thank you for joining, guys. Georgi Tripaliev, thank you, welcome to my live, bro. Georgi Tripaliev is a friend of mine. He is very well known in Bulgaria, making some live sessions also. Thank you for your support, guys, for your hearts. Thank you so much. So we use this thick crafting cardstock for the crafting of the journals, and I use an old quote that I used to show a sample to a customer who wanted to see how the quote he wanted on his journal would look like before he made an order. So he liked that back then, and he made an order, but this was the sample. Later on I crafted his journal with the same quote. I handwrite with a black pen. And now I'm gonna leave this to be the inside cover. I want to use this quote to be the inside cover of this journal. This is gonna be the front cover. And when they open, they will see the quote. So now I applied one. It's a little bit messy. You gotta use your thank you for the hearts, folks. Thank you, Georgi. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Daniela Vaseva. Thank you, everyone. Now we continue. Do you see well? Yeah. To apply glue on the other side, I have a little bit less fabric from this side, so I'm gonna put not so wide stripe of glue. This is gonna be interesting now. Now for this spine, you would like to apply a little bit more glue, a little bit like a double layer of glue, more thicker layer, because we need this to be very strong. This must be the strongest part of the book, the spine. So I applied the glue, as you can see. I applied the glue on both of the parts. Now you're gonna like to take the fabric and start to glue it, and you take one piece of fabric of old t-shirt and do like that. Then with a cleaner fabric you do the edge. You need to apply some pressure to it to make it smooth and to glue it very well and strong. Now we do the other side. We do the other side, and you're gonna need to do like that. Glue this one also. Then like that. We need this to be straightened here, and we use the bone folder. Do you see? Yeah, you use your bone folder to make like a curvature here. This helps for better folding and better setting up, better gluing of the fabric. Now here I have some extra glue. Maybe you can see a little bit better like that. Okay, you see me also? Thank you, Georgi, you're awesome, man. Thank you so much. Now I need to take this glue a little bit off, and you also do a little bit extra gluing on the edge. Later on, these edges, the 4 edges on the covers, I am gonna apply a little bit stronger glue than PVA, a stronger adhesive, transparent one after it dries. So I fix these edges. You can see the edge is not yet made well. When I use this special glue, it's gonna become smooth and round, and you're not gonna see the threads. Now what you're gonna do here is after a couple of minutes you need to apply a little bit pressure again to check if it's glued very well on the fabric on the spine and on the end of the cover. This is very extremely important for you, for your spine journal, to this part to be extra checked if it's glued well until it dries. So you can check it a couple of times the first 5-10 minutes until it dries, and to fix it and to try to get back the curvature, the size you like it. You can like that. Now I'm gonna leave this one to dry. This is gonna be the back inside cover, and I'm gonna line it with some color, some colored cardstock. This one I will remain like that. It's gonna be a little bit like you know, like a vintage. This quote is gonna stay over there. Thank you for your support and for staying and watching my live, guys. This quote is gonna stay here. Of course, because I'm gonna have a problem with this later, I'm gonna have to put this structure that's gonna hold the pages. This is not the finished spine yet. We're gonna need later, tomorrow probably, or tonight, later on I will show you how I do this part. For now I'm gonna leave this to dry, and later on I need to do this part. So I have a fabric piece that I glue with some pieces of cardstock here to hold the bulk block, which means the bulk block is the pages, the block of pages that I'm gonna put inside the journal later on. And actually this fabric for the holder of the pages is gonna cover a little bit of the text here. But after it dries, I'm gonna write the letters, the missing letters again on the new fabric. And so the quote will stay the whole after I finish it. So yeah, I will see how it goes, how it happens later on. So before leaving this to dry, I need again to check it if it's fixed well and nicely and neatly, and if it's drying well, and if it's not unglued. Now I leave this to dry. I leave it to rest a little bit. It's a nice Nice warm weather here in Bulgaria. It's about 10 degrees today in my town of Smolen. We live in the mountains, and for February 10 degrees Celsius is very warm weather. But today was mostly cloudy, and now the last 10 minutes, 20 minutes is kind of sunny. So now, next one. Oh, thank you guys. So now I'm gonna start applying the covers for this next one. It is also curved one, curved spine journal. You can see the curvature. Yep, I'm gonna use this technique from now on all the time with this extra, how to say, extra relief parts. It's very neat. I like these spines. I actually saw a YouTube tutorial how to make these spines, and you can experiment, of course. You can put more of these, or however, whatever you like. You can experiment, make changes to the designs. This is an old technique, very old technique. Now I'm gonna check before gluing if the covers are correctly sized compared to my spine. Everything looks fine. So now let me put some glue on the spine journal. Alright guys, if you have questions, please comment your questions here below. If somebody is interested in book binding and needs some answered questions, or if you need me to give you some tips, I see the lives on my laptop, and see it on my laptop because I have a mirroring program using so I can use my back camera of my phone now. I watch to the camera, but I don't see my cell phone display. That's why I mirror it here to my laptop, which is next to me, in order to be able to see your comments and see your likes and hearts. And thank you so much, guys, for your support, ladies and gentlemen, not just guys. Actually, at some point in time I was thinking that people in English-speaking countries use guys also for a group of girls and boys together. I've seen they use it for a group of people. Like when I was in UK in 2020, I was living in a UK for some months. Some people there used to say guys to a group of girls and boys all together. So probably when I tell you guys, I might be wrong, might be not correct, but or might be correct, I don't know. Now you apply and you leave like 6-7 millimeters space between the cover and the edge of the spine. You can see how much space I leave. You need this to have a good opening and folding and closing part of the journal. Now when I apply, I'm gonna need to straighten the fabric from the other side. You hold from the one of the sides and pull towards the other, like that. Because if you knead it randomly, you can stretch in a different ways the fabric. Anyway, it doesn't stretch too much, but it has a little space for stretching while you apply it well, because we need this to glue very well on the cardstock to be sure that the fabric is straight and does not have waves or something. Now you're gonna want to leave this to rest and to dry for at least 1 hour. If you use PVA glue, I use a water-based PVA glue, which is considered eco-friendly glue compared to most of other adhesives on the market. Now I'm gonna leave this to dry. Yes, before you put the next cover, is better to leave this for at least 15 minutes, because if you while you make the gluing of the next cover, this fabric can peel off until it's not dried yet. So I leave this for 15 minutes for now to dry a little bit at least. Now let's see this one. Let's see this one for some seconds. Alright, thank you for watching, guys. See, this one is already forming well. Is forming the spine here. You can see it. It's gonna become a cool lavender journal. And here is the inside. Now I want to check again for this part if it's still well glued. Yeah, and it's starting to dry a little bit. It's starting to get dry a little bit. So yeah, okay. Now what next? Next, let me show you how I apply. I'm gonna need some old papers. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna apply the inside lining of the sketchbook journal. I'm gonna need a little bit of old papers for this task. You don't want to get messy. You don't want to get messy. I'm gonna be a little bit like that. So I'm gonna this newspaper I used to color coffee on them. All of the coffee papers that I use for some of the journals and sketchbooks on ExiArts, I put below them some papers and I color with coffee the papers or the cardstock. Sometimes I color cardstock like this one. You can check. Joanna, welcome to my life, lady. I see your logo and I know that it's you. I think Joanna or Jennifer, maybe, I'm sorry. I think it's Jennifer or Joanna. Oh gosh, I still need to get to know better my community, but thank you for Joanna. Yeah, I know it's Joanna. I knew that you are Joanna. Welcome, Joanna. Thank you again for. So now I'm gonna show for welcoming for coming to my life, Joanna. I'm excited, guys and ladies. This is watercolors cardstock, crafting cardstock, because it's colorful, but also from one of the sides it's watercolor. It has something like pores. I don't know if you can see well these pores kind of things. I'm not sure if you see, but the light is not very good. Oh, Georgi, thank you for sharing my life, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for sharing my life. I'm gonna... Please, Georgi, tonight tell me whenever you, tomorrow or today, are gonna be a live session. I would like to join to your life to help you back a little bit, to give you a lot of hearts, of course. And now I check, because I pre-cut this for the, you see, this is for this one. This is gonna be a thick sketchbook journal. Now I would like to add to this the inside covers, okay? And I'm gonna do them one by one. And the first thing I need to do is apply glue on the opposite side of this watercolor, front and back. So on the back of this I need to apply glue. You keep holding this towards the surface, not to be moving, because you don't want to apply glue on the opposite side of the... You need this to be fixed while you glue it, not to move the paper. Then I'm gonna do like that. It's a little bit tricky, but you really have to fix the crafting cardstock while you apply the glue. Then I would like to, we need to put it gently on the inside cover of the sketchbook. It's a little bit tricky. You need a clear fabric, and first apply pressure from the middle towards the edges. From the middle towards the edges. Towards the 4 different edges. Then you apply pressure with your soft part of the hand. Because it's handmade, we need to use our hands sometimes. Okay? And this fits very well. Of course, after I apply the second one, now you need to turn around the paper, the newspaper, to use the other side. Now I do like that. Usually you make sure that you fix this very well. Sometimes the edges can peel off before it's dried, so you gotta press it right after you apply your right after you glue your inside cover cardstock. You need to put it on a straight place, and if you have a book press, to press this thing and to lay like that for 1-2 hours until the glue is dried, because you need the edges to be glued well. For now I stick this very well, but sometimes the edges can peel off before it's dried, so beware and watch it and press it right after you apply both the covers, both the inside lining cardstock. Now again I'm gonna do like that. Good. Thank you for watching, folks. Thank you for watching. 4 people in the live. Oh, for me this is a lot of people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, careful with this part. You gotta fix this not to be moving, as I said. Then you're gonna be needing to do like that. Then clean around if you have some glue here and there. Now I'm applying this. Okay, do you see this? I hope you see this. I need this a little bit towards this side. You need to straighten it. And then apply the pressure from the middle towards the edges, from the middle towards the edges. Then you can repeat the edges themselves, which is an important part of the future inside cover, and also for the overall structure and strength of the cover and of the entire wholeness of the sketchbook or the journal. This gluing of the inside covers helps to become stronger, more long-lasting, more beautiful, and of course these parts in ExiArts you can personalize. For every sketchbook or journal you order, you can choose a different inside cover colors, or a lot of my customers would prefer to for them to craft with my coffee colored watercolor. This is Italian double-sided watercolor cardstock. This is one of my main materials that I use. Very special Italian watercolor paper called Tintoretto, that is produced in the town of Tintoretto in Italy. This is 105 lbs thickness of paper, which is 250 grams per square meter thick cardstock, and it's very unique because you can see how the watercolor effect of the coffee is just pure magic, pure amazingness. Alright, I think I have some problem with the focus. Have you ever tried using a silicone brush? They spread the glue well on the cover. That's good, silicone brush. Well, Joanna, I don't know, I'm not sure. In Bulgaria we call Joanna for the name of yours. Probably it's Joanna for your language. I'm gonna remember silicone brush. I've never heard of that, but I'm really fan also of the brushes with the natural hairs. Like this one is horse hairs. It's a little bit messy and dirty, ladies and gentlemen, but now a couple of minutes after I glue them, check again. But usually until now, if I wasn't on the live session, I would apply pressure on them. So I have my press there. I'm gonna leave it to under some weight. I'm gonna leave that to be drying and pressing to stay straight. I need the covers to stay straight, and also the inside lining to dry very well. Yeah. So about the silicone brush, I'm gonna definitely ask Joanna to see what is exactly does this brush looks like, but it really sounds good what you say, that it spreads the glue well, and it has a good logic about this, because like silicone is soft and smooth, so it should spread well the glue. Yeah, definitely gonna try one brush like that, because this one I have from very long time, from 2013, and I already it has weared off a lot of the part of the hairs. It used to be a longer one, so I'm gonna be needing in the next couple of months, maybe I'm gonna buy a new one, because this one is very too short, and sometimes I cannot apply very well the glue, but I still gonna use this one for some operations, for some certain processes while crafting. This one I'm not gonna throw it anytime soon. I'm gonna use it for a lot more years maybe to come, and I'm gonna try silicone ones for sure. Radostin Simov, thank you for welcome to my life. Georgi Radikov, yes, thank you Georgi Cherpanlia for inviting these guys. Whoever understands with Christo doesn't stop. Radostin Simov, thank you for joining the live session. So now some friends of mine are joining the live session. Now next one is this one, to which I'm gonna also apply the inside cover. So you need to take another piece of papers. These are old papers. Some naked woman here. I'm not gonna show them. Okay, alright. Maybe some kids are watching. Now, so you gotta be careful with these glues. It can get messy. Now I press well my paper, and I start. You gotta be fast when you apply the glue on the crafting cardstock, because it starts to get too wet if you are too slow, or the glue starts to dry fast, because when it touches the paper, the moisture of the glue starts to be sucked from the paper, and it can be very fastly either dry or or too wet sometimes from the other side. But I have experience from more than 10 years now. I'm crafting handmade journals and sketchbooks, and now we need to do like that. Use one piece of fabric to clear your fingers before you take this crafting cardstock, and very carefully from the spine part you need to neatly position it, and I'm gonna have one other clear so you glue now the middle one, but maybe you do not see well, and as I said, you apply pressure from the middle towards the edges. But you hold the other side, you always hold the other side, because sometimes the sheet is moving around. Right now I need to, it's moved a little bit on this side. You need also, where is my bone folder? Ha. My bone folder is gone. I guess it's somewhere here. It's a crafting mess in my studio. Some people are inviting me to join their live, but guys, I cannot join you now because I'm showing some of my community people how I handmade my journals and sketchbooks. But thank you anyway, thank you so much folks for inviting me to make live session with you. Now we praise it. Georgi Radikov, welcome my friend to my live session. I see Georgi Cherpaniev invited you. Georgi Cherpaniev also invited Radostin Simov, who was also for a little bit in the live session. Now it's Georgi and Joanna here staying with me. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, ladies, thank you, and gentlemen. Now we're gonna want to put the next one. I still apply pressure because I don't want the edges to peel off before it starts drying a little bit, because the part where the paper comes in touch with the glue and the fabric here sometimes peels off before in the first 1-2 minutes, you know, it peels off sometimes. So you need to check and to be sure that everything is nicely glued together. Alright. Some questions, not for now. Soup bro, thank you Diego. You used to be in the chat in the live session. I couldn't say thank you on time. Now next one. Now next inside cover. I need more new papers though. I'm gonna take some papers now. Some old papers. Right? Yep. Here are the crosswords. My father used to do these crosswords. He's a great fan of crosswords. My father is a very clever guy. Now, all right. Oh, Joanna, thank you so much for sharing my live session, lady. Thank you so much. And you also have to make a live session. I remember that you are shy from going to live video, but Joanna, you should not be shy, lady. You should be going out, showing yourself, showing your personality to the world, your crafts. You need to, at some point, at least post more pictures of yourself or pictures of how you craft. If you're shy from the video, at least you need sometimes to show a picture of yourself while crafting or something. I've read and I know that this is good for building trust with your community, building trust with your customers and your fans and your potential new leads and new people, new customers. Now, very gently, like that, clear my fingers, take away this newspaper, and I need to straighten this towards the edge, and then in the middle towards the sides you keep holding this thing, because see, it will move sometimes a little bit from the edge, and I need it to be straight to the end of the edge. Okay, where's the other fabric? Now your hands, extra pressure on the edges. When you do a hand here, this is dangerous. Sometimes if the edge is sharp, you can cut your skin. So on these inside edges, be extra careful and apply the pressure towards the outside of the cardstock, because you can cut your skin here. For these edges it's not that dangerous, it's not possible almost to. And when you use inside covers, you want them to be a little bit smaller from the actual cover. You don't need to cover the entire end of the edge. You need to leave a little space, and your inside cover paper or cardstock to be a couple of millimeters inside, to start from the inside part. Now I check everything, and I'm gonna leave this one to press for a couple of hours, to be under pressure on a straight place, to be well fixed. Hi Flo, hello Flo, welcome to the live session. I wrote you, I believe you already read my message. Thank you for supporting me yesterday and other times, Flo. I'm gonna put this to press, and I'm coming back to the camera. I need just a couple of seconds. Yeah, this one I'm gonna put here, and here this is perfect. Alright, now I'm coming back to the live session, guys, folks and ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I need a little bit of water. Sometimes it's a little bit tiring work. Thank you Flo, I also love that. Hey Flo, you just came to the live session. Also Scrapbook Chaser, hello, welcome to my live session. Thank you for your hearts. Here is the lavender one is ready to put inside cover for the back. This, no, actually it's like that. This is gonna be the front inside cover. The, oh no, I got confused, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for your likes. Here this is gonna be the front inside cover, and I'm gonna keep this quote. You can read what it says. It's a very good quote from oh, it's strange with watching my laptop because I cannot see the display of my phone. This was a quote from one of my customers who wanted to have it on one of the journals he ordered. This was like maybe 5-6 years ago, when I still was selling my crafts and arts on Etsy.com. Now I'm very grateful I do not sell on Etsy anymore, because Etsy takes a lot of taxes, has a lot of rules. Sometimes they don't follow their rules, and some very annoying customer, which is very rare event. But on Etsy I was met by some very annoying and demanding customers, that they still received their crafts and they still wanted their money back and so on. I believe many of you have had such problems with Etsy customers. Of course, this was a couple of occasions. Most of my Etsy customers were wonderful, amazing beings. They helped me develop my skills for so many years on Etsy. Also, I'm thankful to Etsy for hosting me for so much time. No matter, I had trouble with them, and they closed my shop on 2020. But for me, Etsy was a big start. They uh, helped me find the customers and fans, and many of my customers from Etsy now follow me on my website and help me out there, and follow me on my social media, and they've always supported me. From time to time they make orders. So thank you also people for supporting me here in TikTok. So Flo, I hope you like that, or also Scrapbook Chaser and Joanna. Go Atanasov. Welcome everybody. Now, for this one I'm gonna be making, here I would like to have an inside cover. These two parts are from old either sample crafts or old crafts that I confused while personalizing them. So I needed to start anew, and these pieces of crafting strong cardboard. This is cardboard actually, not cardstock. This is very strong cardboard. A lot of this is really board. Board, not board. So yeah, this one I'm gonna put some. Can you actually guys tell me? Hi Chaser, thank you for supporting, for being here with me. Flo and Chaser and Joanna, and now Jordanov. Jordanov, oh, this is a friend of mine from Ustovo. I believe this is him. I'm not sure if this is Dankata from Ustovo. Bro, welcome to the live session. So ladies, would you tell me for the insides of this lavender one, what color should I be using for this one? Do you think maybe green or maybe purple, or I don't know what color I could put here? If you comment an advice, I would like teal. Actually, what was this teal? Oh, I need to check this. Green Flo, green Flo suggests green, and Chaser teal, but I don't know what is teal, Chaser, so I'm gonna be checking this. Actually, yeah, I can check this now on my laptop. Just let me minimize my mirroring program for the mirroring display to my laptop. Teal color, I remember I checked this before, but now I forgot what was this color. Oh, this like turquoise or navy blue, something like that. Yeah, Chase? Yeah, Chaser? Alright, I have a little bit slacking of the live session, ladies and gentlemen. So sometimes it slacks to me. I don't see what, if you're commenting now, it's lagging now. It's lagging for a little bit of time. I will wait. My laptop gets very hot sometimes. I guess I'm gonna need a new laptop soon. So the last thing I see myself on a stop. Let me see on my phone display what's going on. But something happened with my. Yeah, you're still here, guys. It's like greeny blue, yeah, something like navy blue. Yeah, alright, teal. Teal is not a bad idea also. So, actually, I don't have a teal now, but I have this green. What about this green? I still don't see my mirroring or this dark green. Let me restart my mirroring program, because I cannot see your comments like that. It's a little bit tricky. I'm gonna have to. Oh, folks, my internet has disconnected from the laptop. Internet has disconnected. That's the issue. Thanks God I'm still on the live, because my phone has battery. I loaded the battery to full before I come to this live session. Okay, start the program now for the mirroring, please. Come on, don't make me sad, little program. Come on, little program. Application is running. Alright, let me see now to switch it on from the phone also. Sorry. I am mirroring then. What's going on? Application is running, so yep. I just have to find it from the taskbar. Oh my god. Still don't see that. What happened here? I'm gonna stop this mirroring. What happened here? I'm gonna stop this mirroring. I also love this one. I used it like for the previous sketchbook that is under pressure now to be straightened over there. Technology, of course, technology helps us, but sometimes betrays us because it's still technology. But it's very Nikolai Kabakov joined. Thank you for joining, my friend. Thank you so much, brother. This is a friend of mine. We were neighbors living in one hotel, Hotel Roskam in the Netherlands. So Nikolai Kabakov, who joined Just the Life, and his fiance Susie were living with us in the hotel for the last maybe 5-6 months. They are Bulgarians also. They were living. They are from our town here, from Smolensk, Bulgaria. So, ladies, how are you, Nikolai? I'm very well, making live session with some of the ladies that support me on TikTok, Joanna and Flo. So, for this one, I'm gonna use then the dark green here, and I'm gonna measure now my inside color. I'm gonna size it. How I size them? Sometimes it's a little bit tricky, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is gonna be perfect actually. This for the width is perfect. Now I need this to be cut, but I'm gonna be using my pencil to mark where I need to cut it. Then I'm gonna use my metal ruler and fix on the spots where I want to cut it. Then my knife. How are you? I'm well. Yep. No new comments. Just checked out your YouTube. Oh, thank you so much. If you subscribe for my YouTube channel, I promise, ladies and gentlemen, I will subscribe for it too. So Chaser, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to reach 500 subscribers, which is for monetization of the channel eventually in the future, which might help me. I have about 260 subscribers. But most importantly, I could be making a YouTube channel for monetization, like with so kind of different interesting content. But I like this is to be ExiArts channel, where to show my crafts and arts, because this is my passion. This is my life soul path, I believe, crafting and making arts. I'm gonna be back also to drawing soon. You can see here I have some arts that I need to be finishing soon. So you see the castle over there, the little castle over here. This is gonna be also from my fantasy story. I cannot fix this well on the display. Thank you so much, Chaser. I'm gonna subscribe a bit later also, I promise, to your YouTube channel. This one is also mountain view. I'm gonna be finishing these arts. This one is also not finished. You can see the date when I started it. I remember I was inspired to draw, but back then it was late in the night, and I just draw a little bit of it and signed it to know when I started this drawing. The 23rd of December 2022, I'm sorry. So back then I signed this thing, And I also wrote also for my grandchildren in the future, my legacy. I consider my art and my craft like my legacy for the future. And let me show the art once again. It's gonna be a planet from the realm of Exdor fantasy story. Everybody who doesn't know about this fantasy story can read on my web site, which you can find the link to on my bio in TikTok. I love your drawings. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joanna. They're amazing. Thank you. How did I started making journals? So back in 2013, I was bored one day coming back to my town of Smolensk. I was a student learning marketing second towards the third year, studying marketing, and I was bored back for some days in my town. I didn't have PC. My computer was left in the capital where I was a student. In university, I mean student. And then I was bored, started drawing, and my father said a joke, "Oh, I'm gonna send you to the veggie market to sell paintings and art." And then I had this idea, oh, when I'm back to the Sofia, to my PC, because back then I didn't have smartphone, this was 2013. So I checked in internet, Etsy was the number one for selling arts and handmade. So after listing some things, March 15th of March, I opened an Etsy shop on 2013. I listed about 10 arts and also 10 prints from the same arts with different measures for the prints. And I was after my first sale, like in April 2013, after my first sale, I said, "Oh my God, this is amazing! Some American lady ordered a print of one of my arts. This is amazing! I gotta find what else I can craft and create and sell and try to earn a living and become full-time artist and crafter one day." So, because I like drawing, and making maps and writing, sometimes I have been writing since poems from when I was a teenager. Also, I was writing some kind of stories, fantasy, short stories and such things. I always kind of was into arts and crafts and drawing, and just got the number one gifter badge. Thank you so much for your roses. This is some lady. I cannot see her nickname, but it has a cocktail and the clouds. I also sometimes my display is lagging from the laptop, but thank you so much for your gifts and for your hearts and for staying here. Thank you, ladies. So Chaser, how I started making journals. I see then back then on Etsy that some people, some ladies and some gentlemen were selling like little notebooks, like simple notebooks like this one, but not fabric one. Just from cardstock, little paper and some threads, and they were selling them like $5, $10, $15, and I said I can do my own notebooks and I can buy some papers, call for papers, some papers for the pages, and some threads, and that's how I started. I just started making notebooks. But then I got interested and I got inspired from a lot of Etsy creators, also from YouTube tutorials, and I wanted to try to make bigger and better journals. And I learned how to make, it's not that hard to make long stitch bind journals, lash down ribbon binding journals. Oh my God, I still am lagging, ladies and gentlemen. My display is still lagging. I cannot see your latest comments. My internet is... Why is it lagging? I don't know. How can I refresh it? Maybe refresh the... I believe this program DAW1 that I'm using for the mirroring sometimes makes troubles. I see my display has stopped on a certain frame now, so I have to see and check my display from the phone. Thank you, ladies, for inviting your friends, and thank you for LV for sending your rose, lady. Oh, so much. Thank you so much. But what is going on with this mirroring program? But what is going on with this mirroring program?